Good, hello, and welcome to Xbox Taverns After Dark on the 29th of September. We have a slightly different show, bringing back one of what we've done in the past of a 20 questions game, which Jay is going to be the ones reeling them off, and I'm joined by Ross, Ian, and Jay as we try and guess Jay's 20 question. So take it away,
everybody.
James.
Okie dokie. So, 20 questions. I lay down some ground rules. No asking, is this a specific game until you're ready to guess a specific game. You can ask. So, for example, don't ask, is this in the Fable series? I want you to ask, does this series feature magic or customizable protagonists, etc., etc.? You can ask genre, and if you want, you can double dip or triple dip. So you can ask, is this a role-playing game,
Never
a
double
shooter,
dip.
or a puzzle game, for example?
Jay
So
loves double dip.
you get three genres in one question that way. Yes and no answers, obviously. And they're all on Xbox that you can buy on Xbox right now. I'm going to defer to the official page, like product pages, for things like genre and specific details. So there's no, well, it's not really an action game, it's really more of a role play. Whatever it says on the store, I'm sticking with.
It's fucking gospel.
Yeah. All right. So whenever you're ready, I think that's pretty much all the rules I need to get out of the way. So you've got 20 questions.
What about scanning? Are we allowed to sort of look it up and get some ideas?
No googling either.
No googling.
That's cheating.
Bing.
They're all like I said, they're all on Xbox, and they're all going to be within the last, say, 20 years, because they're all available to buy digitally on Xbox right now. So you got a couple of little hints there. The last question, though, you get 19 questions. The last question must be your guess. So question number 20 must be your.
You can guess earlier, though, if you want.
You can guess earlier, but yeah, if you get to the last question, the last one must be your.
Is it currently on Game Pass?
No.
Can we take notes?
You can take notes, yes. I probably should take some notes as well, I guess, but just prepare myself.
I'll do it, otherwise we lose track of what questions we have as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave you to it then.
That's mine.
Number one, not on Game Pass.
That's me done.
Cut it.
Is it, was it action or role-playing, or I don't know what the other one we to put in that one?
First-person shooter.
Okay, first person.
Yes.
Okay, so it's one of those.
So was that FPS,
Action, RPG, or first-person shooter?
Boss? Okay.
Has ever been on Game Pass?
No. Well, hang on a minute.
Oh.
I'm going to change that to a yes, because, well, you'll see. Let's go with yes.
Ooh. Go on in.
Is it an FPS?
No.
It's action or RPG.
Oh, let's finish that off. Is it an RPG?
No.
Okay, so we know what it is now.
I won't ask.
No, it's a bit of a waste of a question. So we know it's action.
What defines action?
Is it a multiplayer game?
No.
Okay.
6. Can I refer back to, you asked if it was on Game Pass? I said no, correct? Mm-hmm. You asked if it ever has been on Game Pass?
Yes.
You said yeah.
I think so, but I might be confusing it with Games with Gold. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just trying to look here, and I can't see any record of it being on Game Pass, but I thought it was. So we can scrap that question from the list if you like, because I'm not entirely sure on whether it has or not. It's definitely been Games with Gold, though, if that helps.
Okay, well, that's given us an extra bit of info that we didn't ask for, so we'll take that one instead.
Yeah, all right, we'll go with that then.
Not that it helps a lot, but
no.
So it helps about the same amount of knowing if it was on Game Pass to know if it was Games
with
Gold.
Is the main protagonist female?
No.
Okay. So it's a male protagonist action game. What should we go with the companies? Was it Ubisoft has a load of those? EA has probably loads of those. And what else? Activision.
Activision, yeah. Activision mainly Call of Duties, aren't they?
Yeah, I wouldn't go Activision.
Okay. Well, who else other than
One of the
Ubisoft and
Borderlands.
EA? Oh,
2K?
Take-Two. Or
Take 2,
2K.
that's it.
Right. So what was the 3? Sorry.
Ubisoft, EA, or what? Take-Two.
Take 2, yeah.
No. Say.
That was 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a massive one.
Is it part of a series?
Yes.
Was it with what?
So I didn't say we didn't include like Microsoft's own sort of umbrella.
Is it on 360? Is it a 360 game? That's the best way to word it.
Yes.
So it's 360 games with gold. 360 games with gold. That's not multiplayer.
Male
That's
action game. That's part of a series. So maybe go to the fantasy style thing. Is it a fantasy style, horror style? We all know it's action.
Yeah.
They're not fantasy, horror, or futuristic.
It's not listed on here, but I would say horror. So yes,
Okay.
to a certain degree. Again, just giving you a slight extra bonus hint there. But
Okay.
it's not. Yeah, it's not listed on the product page. But if you were going to add an extra one, you would add that one in there.
Horror action. So is that leading you more to like Silent Hill or those kind of style games, or maybe not Resident Evil, but we didn't say Capcom, but that's action. Mel. What about Fahrenheit? Those kind of ones. That's a male action style. That kind of
Fahrenheit
fits.
didn't come on 360 though.
I thought it did.
No.
Ah, okay.
Then I'm leaning more towards either.
It wasn't part of a
Right
series either, was it?
But if he's saying it's not on, he's saying it's not on the main page. So games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, they're going to have horror on their main page.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is this set in space?
No.
Okay, so it's not Dead Space. Sorry about that. That was my. The only one I was thinking was Dead Space.
Is that 12? Sorry, I've lost count already.
That was 12.
Yes.
That was
That's
12, yeah. Yeah, my idea was Dead Space. The other one I think of is. I don't know now, actually, if it's not Gears, that's multiplayer.
Manhunt.
Manhunt. Was Manhunt 360?
I think that started on
I
360.
never came back in there. Was he said games with gold though, isn't he? So that's
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that might not have been a Games with Gold. Give that game to everyone. Yeah,
might have a few complaints on that one.
yeah. Sorry, that's me thinking of an action horror film with male protagonists within a series. I don't really play a lot of them.
I mean, he's thrown me out of the game with horror, so.
In a loose term, but the action is the main part. But yeah, this if you were going to say a second genre, I would say horror would be one of the ones you choose.
What about?
Is it? No, that's no. Oh, that's not my question. Sorry.
So you still got 6 questions and a guess. Come, you got this. I believe in you.
You know, but trying to find any game that fits in that genre to try and think of something to break it down to.
You said it was. Oh, it was part of a series. You said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What about sort of getting another branding? So Microsoft, Capcom, they do a lot of these.
What's the one that's the?
Or Dead Rising.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something along that line.
Potentially. I'm not sure that was a Games of Gold though. But
One of the Dead Risings did. It was like. Which Dead
Okay,
Rising come
but
to
who
finish?
did that? Who made that? Was that
That's
Cap-
It was
Capcom.
Capcom.
Okay, what about saying if it's
What's
Microsoft,
it?
Capcom, or someone else to try and help
Yeah.
get
Is it
some?
Microsoft or Capcom? Let's just do that. Let's just
Okay.
do two.
Microsoft, Capcom. Might as well get another one.
Well, no, let's cut it down. We don't need too many.
Go on then. Is it one of Microsoft or Capcom?
Yes.
Is it one of the Dead Risings? Are we allowed to say that?
No, that was against the rules.
Okay. So what was it, Frank? Is what?
Is Frank West? Can we say that? No.
That would be an allowable question.
Is this set in the shopping mall?
It certainly is.
Ah, yeah.
That's the OG Dead Rising, isn't it? Or is it two?
No, it's still
no,
G.
the first one was the shopping mall. Did
There
he
we go.
occasionally go, yeah, for no reason?
You do indeed.
Yeah.
Did you have to get Ozempic for somebody?
That was the second one, wasn't it?
Fuck knows.
Fuck knows.
Oh.
So this is Dead
Well,
Rising.
it is indeed Dead Rising. I specifically had the Lux Remastered page up here, but yeah, it was Dead Rising. Tremendous game. And it was the Xbox One version, like the remaster version that they did with Games of Gold, which is what I've got installed on my hard drive. And I've got confused between Games of Gold and Game Pass. Dead Rising. What a great game. Anyone played the Deluxe Remaster? I don't
No.
suppose you have,
No,
have
not the
you?
new one. No.
I would like
The
to
only one
play
I
it at some
played
point.
was.
That'll be the best way to do it, because imagine the loading times between them have been greatly reduced, because that was the biggest suckage of that game.
Yeah.
Took a
Yeah, I
fucking
think
day.
they've added some things in where, like before, like you had to rescue the people and then you fucked it, you were fucked basically. Now you get like auto saves as you go between areas. So if you fuck it, you get a chance to sort of go back and save them again. But
yeah, I remember
yeah, I
those
would like
loading
to-
screens, you got more chance of loading resources in PUBG.
Yeah.
Yeah, so great game. Dan's review is now up now as well. It's he was quite positive on it. So go check that out. Nice. Dead Rising, great game. Great. I know, Gray, you played quite a few of them.
Oh yeah,
I really, really did not like Dead Rising 2, but I
know you
really
didn't.
like Dead
You made
Rising
that
2 off the
abundantly
record.
clear. Yeah, they're all kind of good in their own ways. It just got more and more far fetched as it kind of went along in that chain, but they were pretty fun to play through. I quite liked all of them.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played the fourth one, but I think I've maybe dabbled in it with you a little bit, but I never really got far into it.
Anyway,
Anyway,
that was a multiplayer kind of one. That was quite fun.
Yeah. We get back to it at some point. Play some more Dead Rising. Right, gentlemen, game number 2 for you then.
Go on, Ross. You can start with.
Let's
the
start
next
again. Questions reset. You've got one victory here. Let's go.
Is it FPS, RPG, or I'll just go action again.
No.
Is it on Game Pass?
No.
Okay. So it's not one of those. Not on Game Pass. So what else? What's that leave? Horror, racing, sports. Is it one of those?
Platform? Okay.
What was it? Sorry, horror, racing, sports, did you say?
It's
Yeah.
not going to be any of those three.
It won't be any of those. For that's not.
But it is, though.
Ah, see,
What?
dick bags.
So it's a horror racing or it is a horror racing or sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Okay, take it back. It's gone horror.
I didn't think he was going to do two horrors back to back, and I very much doubt that there's going to
Yeah,
be
but
much.
this is Jay. You might have thrown a curveball to put a sports game in there just because he didn't think we'd go for it. I was trying to outsmart. I might backfired. I might have just gone two horrors because it's Jay, but you just
So, is it a sport?
Wait, no. Is it racing or sport?
Yeah.
So it's not horror. So it's racing or sport.
see. So I did catch him out, you turds.
It might not be fucking EAFC. I'll come to that screen of phone.
All right, so now back to Ross, being as you jumped to his question.
So, will we narrow it down to one?
Go for it.
Is it a racing game?
According to the page description here, no.
So it's a
But
sports.
I feel like that might be slightly controversial by the time we get to the end of this, but that's not what's listed up here.
I'm so confused then. So is it?
So a sports game that could be considered racing, is that like F1, I'm guessing?
No,
No,
F1
that's
is
a racing
racing. F1 is pure racing.
But he said it would be a thing
It's
that
like,
it
I'm not
wouldn't.
saying completely controversial, but it might be a bit slightly controversial.
I was trying to think of something that would show up as sports, but it could still be racing. That's what I was going with.
Is it a 360 game?
No.
So have we narrowed it down if it's sports?
He said it was more sports than racing.
The
didn't say it was-
the page description only lists sports, yes.
Got it, right. But it could be contrived as racing.
But that's what he
In a
was kind
manner
of
of speaking,
implying. That's why I said F1.
And it's not 360.
So could it be something along the lines, and this is not talking to you, Jay, about an answer to this, could it be something like Riders Republic or something?
But why does Republic is pure racing? So I don't understand why he. I think he's trying to get us to
Tour de France? Could that be
No,
more sport
that
than...
is, well, I suppose, but,
Again, sports, that's pure racing. I don't like.
Yeah,
but it's
you're
not
thinking of
classed as
crappy
racing, it's a
description on the
simulator.
page.
I'm enjoying the arguments while I try and think up a third game, so carry on.
Well, let's try and put it, see if there is do you ride on wheels in
Yes.
in the game?
If it can't be Riders Republic, because then that's a pure racing game, so you can't.
Right.
But that's on Game Pass, so it can't be. So it can't be that.
Yeah, no, but I didn't mean that game. I meant that type
No, I'm
of
saying,
game.
yeah,
It's got to be along those lines. So I'm thinking F1's got to be in with a shout. Tour de France has got to be in with a shout.
Well, that's what. But okay.
I know
I'm just-
it should say racing on it. Is what Jay's saying. That he said will be annoyed that.
Well, I would. It not necessarily should do, but I feel like once you find out what it is, you would probably say that it should be there. You know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking. Like even like Sega Rally or Daytona.
We haven't even, what console?
I say-
mean, no, it's not 360, so.
Not 360. You're right.
So should we narrow down if it's 1 or Series S?
Yeah,
No, we can know it's new or older.
yeah.
Go on then.
Is it on Xbox Series S?
Or XS.
XS, whatever.
Hmm.
Is it a series
that-
game?
That is a very good question. It's obviously playable on the series. Does it?
Well, I mean, I want to know if it's pure, like, made for series, not playable on series.
Yeah.
No.
So it's playable for Xbox One. That's what I want. 'Cause that's how you can gauge if it's really new or really old.
So Xbox One, but playable on Series X.
Yeah.
Well, it's playable on that console basis, is what you're trying to say.
Should we say if it's on bikes rather than cars? Just so we can try and cut it down a bit further.
Is it on bicycles?
No.
Not bikes. Okay.
If it says motorbike on a fucking puncher. I said bicycles, not motorbikes.
Okay, well that's fine. Do you drive a car?
Yes. Oh, foot's gone numb. I like playing 20 questions when I'm on this side. It's much easier. I know what the answer is.
So that's what I mean. A sports game involving cars. There's only so many that I considered that. That's what I was thinking. You got like, yeah, Daytona is. I don't know if it's Xbox One. I don't. That goes back too far.
Daytona was 360. Like
F1 is another that's considered sports, but a lot of those end up in Game Pass.
Yeah.
All the F1s have been in Game Pass, so it can't be that.
So that's why I'm ruling that one out. But then I'm running a bit dry after that.
Obviously, you've been keeping track. How many questions are we at now?
We're on our 11th question.
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
What other?
Drive a car that's a sport game, but could technically be classed as a racing game.
In a manner of speaking, again.
And it's not on Game Pass. All the games I'm thinking of are Game Pass.
Yeah, same.
Well, what are you thinking so we can kind of get in the loop of
I was
maybe
thinking like Lego 2K wheel drive. That's any of the Forzas. It can't be that because all Forzas have come
Yeah.
from EA.
oh,
Can't be any of the Crash Team games because that came to Game Pass. It's not Diddy Kong Racing.
We'll try and go
Oh, I
for.
wish we could play that on Xbox. It'd be awesome.
Can we? Will we try and go for like developers? I don't know if that's going to help much with sport racing games.
Codemasters, Microsoft again, I guess.
Yeah,
And
Codemasters, Microsoft, and Ubisoft.
yeah, what have Ubisoft got?
I don't know.
Ian, you look like how I feel. I feel all right now. I've sort of come out the other side of the hangover.
Not that
I
I
can go
can
for hours.
This game is giving me a hangover.
Would EA have more? Is something in there? I mean, EA's got quite a lot of sports, to be fair.
Yeah, go on, let's do that one.
You could do it with like a Need for Speed type idea.
Yeah, go on then. Codemasters, Microsoft, and EA.
No.
Oh,
So the connection cut out for a second. I was like, what did he say? Codemasters, Microsoft, EA. No.
okay.
Is it open world?
No.
So it's not an open world racing game. Or sports game, should we say. Oh.
What?
Oh, no, that's Game Pass.
I am drawing the blanks.
Game Pass is such a great deal that we can't get past it.
Yeah.
No, it's more of what's a bloody sports game that involves cars that's clearly not F1 because it's not Codemasters or EA.
Yeah.
How
And
many questions?
I didn't say Sega just in case it is anything kind of. I don't know how many different kind of.
About also something like, can you create yourself in the game? That makes sense. Rather than being actual, like for example, a Frank West, you actually creating yourself. Could we ask that? Would
Go
that
on
work?
then. We're kind of drawing blanks anyway.
That question, Jay.
What, do you create your own protagonist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So you don't create. So there has to be a protag in the sports game. A protag in the sports game.
I didn't say anything about protagonists. That was your question to me.
Yeah.
You don't create a character with it.
Yes,
Could it be something like
there must be a protag. If you don't create yourself, there must be.
No, you're just playing the people that are actually in the sports, aren't you?
yeah.
Oh, he's not fucking thinking like Fusion Frenzies. I'm sure that. No, that's not.
That's
I wish I thought Fusion
That's not
Frenzy.
cars.
Yeah, no, but I think we're trying to get too humped up on the car thing.
I was going to say something, and I don't know if could it be something like F1 Manager?
But isn't that F1 Manager still done by either Codemasters or EA?
Yeah, I think it's Code. Is it Codemasters that do? Who does F1 Master? Oh fuck, who does F1 Manager?
I didn't think it was by
I
any.
really want to answer all these questions you keep asking, but I've realised if I do, I'm going to stitch myself up. So I'll tell you afterwards who makes the F1 manager, if you like. But
Yeah. I think
Maybe I could be wrong.
Should we ask about F? But no, but in F1 Manager, you create yourself anyway, so it can't be that.
I didn't think you did an F1 Manager. I thought you just
do,
created a team.
Well, no, you create you're the leading the team, so in anything that means you're creating yourself.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I see it. If he's saying that's not how you reword it, then that's a fucking
Con.
Yeah.
knowing Jay, it could be kind of. I don't know. Does Sega do? I mean, there are a few Sega kind of ones, but I can't think of
What
something
we at?
else.
15.
We're on 14, but
Oh.
I can't think of anything else to go with alongside Sega.
Yeah, Jay, if you
Let's
want
use
to get this to the third game, you're going to need to maybe slip us a clue.
Okay.
I honestly didn't think this one would be as tricky as it's proven. Go on, ask your question, Gray, and then I'll give you a hint if you need to for the last 5.
Sega, Ubisoft, or we'll say 2K.
No.
Okay.
Well, let's hear the clue then.
Let's see.
Is it free to play?
Yes.
Oh, it's not bloody Rocket League.
Oh,
It's fucking Rocket League, isn't it?
It is indeed Rocket League. Well done, everybody.
Do you know what? My mind went.
Like-
My mind went. I bet it's fucking something sure. As soon as you went, the thing was true.
My clue was about to be that it's not on Game Pass, but you don't necessarily have to pay for it.
That's
because,
what my.
it is.
Yeah, I'm glad I went down. I'm glad my mind went. Oh fuck! It's gonna be. My mind went. Rocket League. That's free to play. That's why I went. Is it free to play? And like, that's what my mind
So
was going.
yes, it literally just lists sports here, like I said. But I suppose you could technically consider
no, it's not a racing game.
an element
That's what
of
I mean.
racing.
Because when you going about racing, it
but-
can't be racing because they all have said racing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
it's
I
not a
was-
racing game.
It's not a racing game, but I could see why people would consider it. You know,
I
it's,
can't even put together a sports game of cars. How did that not come to my head? As soon as he said free to play, suddenly it's there.
Yeah, so I mean,
As soon as he
my
said free
mind-
to play, I was like Rocket League.
That's why my mind went Rocket League. Okay, how can I ask Rocket League without asking, is it Rocket League? And I was like, free to play.
Well,
Is it-
done. You got that.
Is it a spin off of Super. What was it?
Supersonic
Supersonic?
Acrobatic I really wanted to say it at one point, but that would definitely give it away. Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Cars. Anyway, right, come on in. Rapid fire.
Who made Formula One Manager?
Frontier Developments.
I fucking knew it wasn't Codemasters.
Yeah.
Same
Oh, you
people
said
who
was
do
it? I
like
didn't
Planet
know.
Zoo and 2 Point Hospital, I think. 2 Point Games. Anyway,
So you've got your last one ready?
last one ready. Rapid fire. This one, I feel like if you don't get this one, then fucking shame on all of you, quite
Is
frankly.
it Game Pass?
Is it on Game Pass? Yes.
Hey!
Yeah, finally.
Okay. It's Game Pass. Let's go FPS, RPG, or horror.
Yes. Okay, we're on the yes train now, aren't we?
Go on, Ross. Keep it going.
Refer back to some of the questions. Is it an Xbox Series game? As in like Series S, Series X?
In the same vein that Ian asked earlier on, yeah?
Yes, it is an actual one that was released for that, not as playable on it.
No.
Because everything at Xbox One game is playable. on
Okay,
the
so
Series
it's not so it could be 1 or 360
Yes.
series game. Okay, Ian.
Is it an FPS?
It's not listed upon the store page here.
It's RPG. It must be a horror then, maybe.
Okay, is it a horror game?
Excuse me. No.
So it's an RPG that he thinks could be FPS, but it's not stated as FPS.
Ross?
Okay, so it's an RPG.
Is it part of a series?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there stealth elements in the game?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
RPG, that's stealth.
So I wonder if he's thinking along lines of Mass Effect, because that would.
Yeah, that was where my head was going. As soon as he went RPG that could be classed as FPS and it's part of a series, then he said stealth, and I was like, there's no part of it that's stealth. He's done invisible, I suppose, but.
Does BioWare come under EA now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we narrow it down to EA being one of them, so what other sort of RPG FPSs are there? Borderlands? So was it Gearbox or
Yeah, Gearbox.
Okay,
2K.
2K? And then who else would do stuff like that? Activision?
Yeah. What did Activision even make?
Call of Duty? Isn't that? Oh, I suppose
yeah,
it's not
I suppose,
RPG, but yeah, I've gone in EA, 2K, or Activision.
No.
Okay, so that cuts quite a chunk of them down.
Does it?
Well, EA rules out all the Mass Effects.
Yeah, true.
2K rules out Borderlands, and Activision rules out.
Borderlands
Infinity
isn't
Ward.
in Game Pass.
Some of them have been, haven't they?
No.
Okay. What about Bethesda? Do they have any sort of ones? What about Doom? Is that in there? That's not. Oh,
Doom
that's
more
horror, I
horror,
suppose.
What's Witcher? Is that your stuff elements?
It's not FPS.
It's not FPS though, is it? He said it could be. Well, I suppose it's he's making it sound it's got guns involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's RPG mainly.
That has guns involved.
RPG with guns.
I mean, I'm sure like Bethesda like Fallout, isn't that? RPG
Yeah,
with guns?
Fallout could technically be. But then I don't know if you call it
He
FPS.
said when I asked his FPS, he said no.
You know, he said it doesn't say FPS on the thing. It just says RPG. Because it's more than just shooting in a Fallout. There's knifing and other things. So it might not necessarily put that.
Jay has to go by what he thinks, surely.
No,
not.
he said what's on the page.
I'm going by the store page descriptions.
So I think we might.
So there's no faffing around saying I don't think this is, etc. etc.
So I think saying is Bethesda one of them might help rule those ones out, but it's not my question.
Go for it. Let's ask it.
Go on, Bethesda, Jay.
Yes.
Fallout's definitely looking likely at the moment. So I don't know if you want to go down that avenue.
I would like a specific game when you get to the end as well, please.
That does that sound like we're very close?
Are you looking for your son in the game?
That says you're up for not playing it, you dickhead.
I did play it. I just didn't like it.
He doesn't know.
There's three different themes. That's what I mean. I narrow it down.
I think so.
Okay. Well, so if it's looking for the son, it's Fallout 4.
Yep.
And if it's looking for your dad, it's Fallout 3. And if
3.
you're looking for a guy in the suit, it's
If you were shot in the head, then it's Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah. So we're gonna go by what you said. So
all right, we'll be sensible. We'll
let's
try
go.
and
Yeah,
narrow it down a
where's
bit.
location?
Are you set in the Boston area?
I think so.
Go on, it's Fallout 4 because if he gets it wrong, it's on him now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, let me just read the little description here. Why doesn't it tell you where it's set? What are you guessing? Sorry.
Fallout 4.
Yeah.
You were going to say that regardless of what we said now because you can't
he's like,
ask to
shit.
check.
Shit. It was actually Fallout New Vegas. Fuck.
Close the screen. Close the screen.
Is it set in Boston?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that okay? Right. I vaguely remember the looking for your son, but like
Washington was 3, Boston was 4, and Las
Yeah.
Vegas, California was New Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely knew the other two, but I wasn't sure on this one. But yes, Fallout 4. There we go. Great
And
success.
if we're being really wise ass, 76 is West Virginia, Appalachian Mountains type idea.
Yes.
There you go. I steered it on the right path at least.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah,
You
well
got 3 for 3. Eventually.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was surprised Rocket League stumped you for so long.
Don't. It's
because we got caught up on
I didn't
racing.
even wait for your answer.
It's
As
been
soon
the
as
way-
Ian said free to
Fucking
play,
caught
you
up
just
on
went,
racing.
That's what I mean. Graham was trying to push the racing thing. I was like, it can't be racing. And I was like, has to be sports. And it's like,
It was only because it was sports with cars.
Yeah.
It just
I know
wasn't
why
triggering.
none of us went to sports with cars. As soon as we clicked Rocket League
So
in
you
my head,
even
I
said
thought,
Fusion Frenzy, and it still didn't sort of click. It's like it could be kind of like a fun car game like that.
As soon as it clicked, I went, fucking Rocket League into that. And that's why I went, is it free?
As soon as they said free to play, I was like, oh, fuck off.
That's why I said it before even Jay answered.
Fuck off.
It's Rocket League.
Would you consider Fallout 4 to be a first person shooter then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In that
well,
element?
I mean,
Because
No, I
I
wouldn't.
personally would, but
I wouldn't.
It had
It's-
four
but it's not.
elements.
I don't play it in
completely-
first. Well, I don't play it in first
It's just
person for a
pure
start.
Shooting.
hang on. What?
I don't play it in first person for a start.
You can.
Heathen.
You can.
Heathen.
Yeah,
I
you
play it
can.
in third.
Outrageous.
I'll play it first.
But yeah, that and there's melee weapons. It's not purely.
No,
Yeah.
you did the right one. It's the Rocket League one that stumped us because I
Yeah.
still blame Graham for trying to push us down the racing part.
I felt like I confused matters there, but like I said, if someone had said to me, that racing was a genre that like Rocket League could be under, I wouldn't disagree with necessarily. But it's obviously not a pure racing game. But well done, everybody. Well
Shouldn't have
done.
gone with my hunch. I was going to say, is it kind of like a party game? It should have just gone down that avenue, and it might have helped steer it.
Is it a party killer game?
Does it say that on there as well? Does it just say sports? Does it say
just
party?
sports, yeah.
Oh
Just
man, that
sports.
wouldn't have helped.
I did give you a small hint when you started. When I think I said to Ian that he's doing well.
No,
And,
I didn't.
I'm so used to you demeaning him. That wouldn't
You said it too nicely. That's what it was. You didn't say it. That was good fun.
If you just slightly whispered "chicken long way," it might have triggered my head as well.
Chicken long way, chicken long way to go. Chicken long way.
Great game. Great game. Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for playing 20 questions. I love playing 20 questions. I think we should do it more often. I think it's good fun. And next time, one of you can put my knowledge to the test.
Yeah.
Take it in turns. What's going next?
Yeah, have one each, something like that.
Sounds good.
Nice. All right. Well, Graham, do the honors for us then.
Well, that has been Xbox Taverns After Dark for the 29th of September. We hope you enjoyed our guessing. Some good, some moderately, annoyingly, terribly bad. But maybe you got them before we did. Maybe you were cheating and using Google, or maybe using Bing. Who knows? But
or Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Or Jeeves, or DuckDuckGo, whatever it is. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed, and we bid you farewell.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.